When you look at a towering skyscraper, an aircraft slicing through the sky, or even a pair of jeans you're wearing, there's a tiny mechanical hero holding everything together: the rivet. It's one of those everyday engineering components we rarely think about, yet its name carries centuries of technological evolution and linguistic history. Today we're diving deep into the question, why is it called a rivet? The answer isn't just mechanical, it's linguistic, cultural, and surprisingly ancient. By the time we're done, you'll see this small metal fastener in a completely different light. Let's explore, right here, on History of Simple Things. To understand the name, we first need to understand what a rivet fundamentally is. A rivet is a permanent mechanical fastener, a small metal pin with a head on one end that's inserted through materials, then deformed on the opposite end to clamp everything together. Unlike screws or bolts, which can be removed, rivets are meant to stay put. That idea of permanence becomes a huge clue in tracing the word's origins. Rivets were designed to be fastened once and never undone, just like their name, which has stayed consistent for hundreds of years despite evolving technologies. The word rivet comes from the Old French word riveter, meaning to fasten, clinch, or fix firmly. Even earlier, linguists believe it stems from the verb rive, which meant to force together, to press, or to join securely. And that word itself may be connected to the Old Norse and Germanic roots related to tearing, breaking, or splitting, which might sound a bit conflicting. But here's the interesting part. Older languages often use similar root words to describe forceful actions. Whether you were splitting something apart or forcing something together, both actions required intense mechanical energy, so the linguistic evolution naturally drifted toward the meaning to fasten firmly, which became the basis of the word rivet. As ironworking advanced during the Middle Ages, the term rivet began to refer specifically to metal pins hammered into place by blacksmiths and armorers. Rivets were widely used in everything from metal armor plates to wooden ships reinforced with iron straps. Armorers especially relied on rivets to connect small metal plates, giving knights protection that was both flexible and strong. When you think about how essential these tiny fasteners were to survival on the battlefield, it's easy to understand why the word solidified so strongly. It was tied to protection, craftsmanship, and reliability. Every riveted connection was meant to withstand impact, pressure, and time. By the 1700s and 1800s, the Industrial Revolution transformed rivets from a blacksmith's tool into the backbone of modern manufacturing. Steam engines, bridges, boilers, locomotives, almost everything involving metal structures required rivets. The riveting process itself also became more standardized. Workers used red-hot iron rivets, inserting them into holes and hammering them until the tail mushroomed outward, locking everything in place. This forceful, noisy, dramatic act became iconic in industrial culture. Entire teams of workers, heaters, passers, catchers, and riveters, developed special techniques all centered around the same basic principle described by that centuries-old French root: to fasten firmly. What's fascinating is that the name rivet continued to fit perfectly, even as technology advanced. In the 20th century, rivets reached their engineering peak during massive construction projects like the Eiffel Tower, the HMS Titanic, and countless steel bridges. Riveting crews suspended hundreds of feet in the air hammered thousands of hot rivets every day, each strike spreading the tail to lock beams together. The process was so iconic that riveting eventually became a metaphor for something exciting or captivating, because watching crews work was genuinely intense and dramatic. Even here, the meaning of the word deepened. Something riveting holds your attention as firmly as a rivet holds metal. Then came the rise of aircraft manufacturing, which depended heavily on rivets. Aluminum skins of planes are too thin for welding, so rivets became the perfect solution. Every piece of an aircraft, from fuselage panels to wing structures, relies on rivets designed to balance strength with lightweight. Even today, if you stand close to any airplane, you'll see thousands of rivets dotted across every surface. The aviation industry still embraces the ancient meaning of the word: fasten firmly, never let go, ensure structural integrity. But what's truly fascinating is how the name rivet stayed unchanged despite dramatic improvements in the technology itself. We now have blind rivets, pop rivets, self-piercing rivets, solid rivets, friction lock rivets, and more. Some can be installed from only one side of a structure, while others are used by robots in automotive factories. Yet regardless of design, every rivet performs the same fundamental action described by its medieval ancestors. It clamps materials together permanently. Names often evolve with technology, but rivet didn't need to. Its meaning was perfect from the beginning. So why is it called a rivet? Because the word perfectly describes what it does, and has done for centuries. It fastens, secures, and binds with unquestionable strength. From old French armorers to modern aerospace engineers, the name survived because no other word captured the idea better. The rivet is more than a fastener. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the evolution of language. And the next time you spot one, whether on a bridge, a building, or your own jeans, you'll know that behind its simple shape is a story hundreds of years old. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.